I have the least expensive Mercedes-Benz you can buy today. This is the 2025 CLA 250 Coupe, and they don't categorize this as a sedan. It is a coupe, but as you can probably see, it's just a slightly sloping roofline. It's not too coupey, if you ask me, and we don't have a rear spoiler. This is not the AMG, so it's not super high-end in terms of power. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have loved driving this. I've had this for 2 weeks over the Christmas break, and I love it. I love the CLA. Highly recommend this if you want to get into a Mercedes-Benz and you don't have $100,000 to spend. It's a really good one. And then the AMG is super fun. I've driven that one on a track. But this is a 4Matic all-wheel drive in Canada is standard. In the US, you can get a front-wheel drive without the 4Matic. This is a high-tech silver metallic color. It's $950 Canadian. In the US, they call it a Cirrus silver metallic. I do not know why they have different names, but again, I've said this before, Mercedes-Benz packages things a little differently in the US and Canada, which also goes for names, colors, packages, wheels. These are 18-inch wheels. They are not an additional option, but the color, as I mentioned, is an additional option. And it's a real beauty. I mean, again, like I say, I love the CLA, even though it is the least expensive Mercedes-Benz you can buy. Okay, you can get a spoiler, as I mentioned, which it gives it a little bit more of a sporty look, but I am completely fine with this back end as is. It's really quite beautiful. I love the lines. I love how it's got that coupe sloping back, and we have our CLA 250, of course, and then again, as mentioned, 4Matic is standard in Canada. In the US, it's an option. I love Mercedes-Benz Star function. That is also the rear view backup camera. It pops open, the camera's underneath it. We have a really good size trunk. It's a really, really long and spacious, deep trunk. The CLA 250 is a turbo 4-cylinder mild hybrid, so 234 combined horsepower with that electric motor and 258 pound-feet of torque with a dual clutch transmission. It is really comfortable to drive. I love the cameras, I love the size, I love, even though it is not an AMG, the acceleration, the get up and go, the smooth ride, and it's nice and quiet, as you can tell. You can probably even hear the rain over the sound of the engine. Yeah, I've really, really loved the CLA. This is now going on my I would actually buy it list. So even though this is the base CLA 250 and the least expensive coupe or sedan you can get, we still get ambient lighting in here. We have optional wood here. We have a really beautiful dash. I think it looks amazing. I love the round vents. We have hard touch climate buttons. We have wireless Apple CarPlay. I love this one big piece of glass with the fully digital driver display, and of course the touch buttons here. So let's go to, oh yeah, okay. And I love that we have really easy integration with CarPlay and Mercedes-Benz MBUX system. And then in here we have our ambient lighting, our seat kinetics, we have our apps, our media, everything's in here. We get a wireless charging pad and a little doohickey that comes out to hold your phone in place. We have a 12 volt, we have a USB-C, we have 2 size adjustable cup holders, our volume button, which I appreciate, a hard touch volume button, and then our drive modes right here. Comfort, Eco, Sport, and Individual. Again, typical Mercedes-Benz, you can customize this whole screen. You can flip between different views of your driver display. Absolutely love that about Mercedes-Benz, even on this base. And then a really nice steering wheel, nothing crazy, but again, our little haptic controls on the left here, haptic controls on here. This does have adaptive cruise control and advanced driver assist features, which not all are standard, some are optional. I love this door handle. We have memory seating, more wood here, our heated seats on here, And as you can see, it's still raining out. We have some drips on the doors, but and ambient lighting here as well. There's plenty of space in here, even though it is a small sedan. And again, even though it is a coupe body style, I do have plenty of headroom. I'm 5'1". We have a faux leather in here. It's not real. I think it's called M-Tech or something like that in the US, and Artico in Canada. 2 Isofix or latch for child car seats. We have a center armrest with pop-out cup holders. And we do have a pretty big hump in the middle here, so your middle passenger is going to be squeezed a little. And then we have USB-C and 2 vents back here, pockets. And as I mentioned, I have plenty of room. This is in my driving position. I'm 5'1". And then I love this interior. It's really basic, clean lines. I love these door handles. I love that the sunroof comes all the way back here. And this has the Burmester surround sound system option, which is amazing. $1,100 option in Canada. I believe it's around $8 or $8.50 US dollars. But I love Burmester in all Mercedes-Benz, but this surround sound system is fantastic. So what do you think of the CLA 250? I love it. I kind of thought this one would be boring because I've only ever been in the AMG. And I love the AMG. I've even driven it on a track, but I've really enjoyed my time with this CLA 250, even though it is just the base and it has a couple of options on it. I will give you that, but for this price, I adore this thing. So the CLA 250 starts at 51,000 Canadian dollars, and that is with a 4Matic all-wheel drive. In the US, the base starts around 44,000 US dollars, and that is not an all-wheel drive. As spec'd, this one has the exclusive trim on it, the Burmester sound system, some additional driver assistance features that are packaged differently in the US and Canada. As tested, this one is 56,500 Canadian dollars or about 54,000 US dollars. Leave me a question or a comment, let me know what you think, and please do subscribe. We'll see you soon.